has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. To get this one started, and we're off and running from Western New York. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. He stopped on the return at the 27.
Just take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's got time here. Fits it through the middle. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
On the counter, Hall escapes a defender. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. And that play cleaned up by Matt Milano. On 2nd and 9. Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down. Third and a lone yard coming up. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Working quickly here. Throwing off the play fake here. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Back to throw on third down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
This return starts at the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They're out and set. First and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. And here we go. Right away, we've got a loose ball. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner, because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
From the 32. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
Complete beyond the marker. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That pass complete to Goddard. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. It's Allen out of the pistol. He rolls to his right. Touchdown, Buffalo! He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Bass now to kick this away. Starting from the 5. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 16 yards on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Play action on 1st down. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this one does not go far.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Hall. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here's Hall once more. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They go right back to Hall. Still has room inside the 15. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down from the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. This throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. The Jets take their first time out as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but Man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. Daniel Carlson on for this field goal try. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Field goal try upcoming from the Jets. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Throwing now on first down, Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, Allen. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Couldn't connect with Amari Cooper. And now it's second down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He's back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets will start with it in the fourth after an interception to end the quarter. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball...
And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Returning it from the 4. And that hit is going to freeze him at the spot. He got stuck right at the 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play action now with Allen. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Hits him on the out route. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Motion man sent left. Now Allen off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 28. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Complete to Coleman. He gets forward, next about 4 yards. Tackle made by Nehemiah Pritchett.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on 3rd down, but instead it's incomplete.
You only get so many chances to make this type of play for your team. Boy, you'd love to see him come through there.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. He'll throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
From the red zone now. Headed up, and this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Allen on third down. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 4th and long. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Looking to throw. That'll be the first and more. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Bass now to kick this away. Return starts at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Finds his target, Hall. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. Able to hit Hall, complete. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. Hall there to haul it in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 42. Escapes the pocket. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. Well, it's too bad that yellow line that we all see on TV isn't actually out on the field because it might have kept him from throwing that one.
You know, and I'm surprised, frankly, we don't see this more. It's just a tremendous spidey sense that these dual threat quarterbacks have of today.
Yeah.
They're out in the field, they're running around. Yeah, we don't see this nearly as much as, well, we would have back in my day where we played within the pocket so much more.
To the air, 3rd and long. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To throw it on first down. Racing down the left side. And he's all the way to the 5 before going out of bounds. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Now looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets down by only 2 in the 4th. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down.
And he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the 4th quarter. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up. Brand new ball game. Even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Allen now on first down. This one finds Goddard. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Connection made to Coleman. And he's taken down at the 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it with Cook. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through. Another one for Cook. And he's brought down for a loss. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills in range for a game-winning score. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Allen on the play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing now. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Now it's Cook. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Here he is to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills have taken the lead late. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. Bass now to kick this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. 3rd down.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
And the Bills bringing out an extra defensive back. 3rd down coming up. Now to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the defense comes through. 4th down, that much tougher.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. The Bills take a knee, and they'll let the seconds tick away in this win.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Second down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. Now run by Cook. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They're on the road later this year with a chance of completing that season sweep. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on Our Great Crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.